And welcome everybody to the speed gaming race here between wulfy83 and Acmlm. Acmlm currently with a 1-0 series lead. Well, we've already seen 20 rupees. We've already seen a lot of just walking around. And we see a piece of heart coming up in chest number 2. So, as these guys make their way through the escape, we'll go ahead and see what exactly is going on in this match between these two. Acmlm wins this. He's off to the final 4. wulfy83 would love to win this to force a game 3. Acmlm already starting to build up a pretty good lead. ACM lining up and pretty much just taking care of that guard, no problem whatsoever. Collects the key, goes through the door. That's pretty fast right there. Now we're going to be treated to pretty much a clinic here by both of these guys on how to play these seeds. Yeah, if you blink, you're gonna miss everything. And now we get bombs, so they don't have to worry about going to farm for any at all. So up against the guard. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No problem whatsoever. I'm not solo. There's somebody else who's gonna be joining me, right?
Yo, yo, it's me, Willard.
Yeah, there's another voice. There, we're fine.
What's up, guys? Sorry, I was reheating my coffee. What'd I miss?
About 3 minutes worth of escape with nothing exciting. Some rupees, some bombs, and a piece of heart.
Hey, bombs are pretty exciting. I get excited about bombs.
Yeah, well, especially when you get a bomb to make it so you don't have to worry about combat at all during the course of escape.
Well, just think. I mean, yeah, we're gonna get that sub 6, but we just finished up a weekly where bombs were to get shovel, and shovel got you a hook shot. And the glove locations were they were particularly stupid, so this is a good find. Let's hope it pays off for them.
We'll find out in about a minute and a half, a little bit longer than that, but no problem whatsoever. So, Acmlm has a 1-0 series lead. What do you think Wulfy's going to do to try to get himself back in this tournament?
Well, it sounds like he's going to need to make some stupid gambles. Stupider than the last time. Though I don't remember if he made any really stupid gambles. Or if any gambles he made, ACM made the same. But either way, if you want to beat the best, you got to do something crazy. Maybe. So we'll see. We still have plenty of time to get to that point. You know, this could be the freest seed in the world. Every single dungeon could have the next item you need.
What item do you think is going to be the one that trolls your guys this seed?
You know, Ice Rod trolled me pretty hard, so I'll go with Cane. And then, so we can get that shot to Phantom Ryu.
Well, Cane make a Cane hard to get for these guys? Come on.
I know, that's not very original, but whatever.
Alright, bomb time.
Ooh, grabbing another bomb as well.
Nice one there.
There's one less thing we got. That's why I'm glad I didn't. I was gonna say Ice Rod, but then I didn't. Imagine if I had. Would have shut me up right then and there.
You would have been proven wrong at 5 minutes and 23 seconds into this race.
Yeah, and then I could never make another guess for the rest of this run, pretty much.
Have we seen the map yet?
Yeah. Oh, you mean like overworld or in here?
In here.
Yeah, it was in the bomb wall as well. It was the last chest, I believe.
Right. So we find the golden bomb. The good old bomb upgrade. Remember 18 back when you used to get a bomb because of it?
Mm-hmm. Where I think it was if you get a 3 or 5 increase, it gave you 1, and if you got a 10 increase, it would give you 2. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, that was the way it used to be. The good old days.
The good old.
I don't know if you want to call those good old days.
I liked version 18. It had a very specific functionality. It had a different way to think about it. I enjoyed that about that. I'm kind of getting that enjoyment from... Oh, there's some there's some more bombs. From the new logic. Especially with how the whole lamp now plays even more into the game. You can kind of get that predictability out of it as well.
There's some more bombs here for wulfy83, so that's a very generous tier of the tree pole. And we're going to see what's in Lumberjack Cave here on Wolfie's End.
And it is a hard container. So we may or may not be seeing Aga. We'll find out in like the next 30 minutes.
We're not going to be seeing Aga for that reason.
Yeah, right.
Would you want to do an extra 4 minutes of dungeon tearing apart in order to get a heart container?
Yes. No.
Okay,
maybe
that's perfectly fine.
Maybe if I was going for, full hearts, if I was trying to get that 100%. Is this a 100% run?
As far as I know, we are staying with the traditional route here, and no, not 100%.
Next time. All right, 300 rupees down in Blind's basement, so that's nice. What else we got? Bombs, hearts, more rupees.
Do you think the seed is trying to tell these guys to go to Zora?
You'd think. You would think. Or it's trying to trick them into going to Zora for no reason.
Well, sometimes it has something, sometimes it doesn't.
Because remember, rupees don't actually play at all into the logic. Not even a bit. There we have it. Green Pendant Hera. Crystal 6 Eastern. I think it was Crystal 2 Desert, so...
That matches my records, and there's butter.
Wow, just like that. That's just like my seed. Butter right from the get-go.
Unhealthy margarine coming early to these guys.
It's pretty nice. But other than that, Kakariko's kind of been a bust. Though I guess having rupees is always nice. Oh,
mirror!
Stand corrected. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the health and beauty shop of Hyrule.
We got chicken clip just for show. Got to show off a little bit. Let's see what else we got in Kakariko. Because the mirror is nice, but it doesn't really do anything for us yet. Doesn't really progress us yet. Oh, I didn't even notice that there's the fire shield was in bottom of the well. So both players now have fire shield. Wolfie picking up the butter sword.
ACM is leaving town. So are boots going to be required this seed?
No, not today.
Well, as far as we know of at this point, no. Is the race game going to be required today?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, because that is their first bottle.
Yeah. So they're going to have to, walk back up to Kakariko potentially, but since... Now the funniest thing is if the thick kid gives them a shovel, because then they'd have to walk all the way back down to go check the shovel spot. That'd be perfect. And by perfect, I mean hilarious. And by hilarious, I mean unfortunate.
Alright, what is this bottle going to yield these guys today? What's the sick kid going to have? Haven't you always wanted to just pick up a spare bottle of green goo?
Like ground goo? Ground green glue? Ground... Hold on. Ground... Can't do it.
By the time you get to say it, the sick kid will show Acmlm what he has. $20 just purchasing that drink off Acmlm. Drink up, boys.
It's over with. They can move on. They're done there for now. Let's see what we got going on in South Shore.
Alright, time to head on over towards the swamp. See what we have on South Shore. What great treasures await us. Because we haven't seen anything that moves along this story, as you pointed out.
Now, I take my previous statement back. The mirror here does help you get the hook
shot.
Which is funny, because the hook shot is another thing that allows you to kind of do this section a little bit quicker.
But at this point, the mirror and the hook shot, they move along the story, but not immediately. We need one more item in order to make it worth it.
Yeah, we need to see a flute or some sort of glove.
Which one do you think you're going to find first, the glove or the flute?
I don't know. I think flute. But I'm going to go with power glove, because it's going to be funny. Also, I just wanted to point out that Wulfy, on his side, did not pick up a red ruby from the sick kid. He picked up a missing no. Because there's a nice little graphical glitch. You hit the, I think if you hit the start select screen, oh, we got Brian. And we got bomb upgrades.
2 red rupees, 2 bomb upgrades, and the second best cane of the game.
Here's the next question. Do you bank on Zora? Do you bank on Ice Rock Cave? Looks like... What's it gonna be, ACM? What do you got? What do you got planned?
What sequence break is he going for now? Looks like he's going right straight for the hobo.
Man, I love seeing that, his movement in the water. A container on the island.
That's gonna stay there all game.
So he's not interested in Zora because... Probably because he doesn't have a glove, so... But then again, he might go back and check it anyway. We'll be using those sword beams to clear the mini Moldorm cave quicker. Nice.
Money, money, Brian, bomb upgrade, Wulfy will be going. That's trash.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's a pretty big sequence break, which means flippers have to be somewhere convenient, right? Maybe?
You'd think so. But that is one huge sequence break right there. Acmlm taking a look at the map, seeing everything that we already know.
Now, didn't we have this issue in the last race where ACM got boots early? Well, it looks like Wulfy's going to be getting his boots pretty quickly as well, so nothing to be worried about this time.
It's not a huge advantage for one of the runners because the other one is right behind him. Acmlm now checking Sasarella. And what do we got?
Nothing. Bonk Rock's looking good right now, maybe? What do you think, Rick? Bonk Rocks to get gloved to go up to Death Mountain would be
Bonk Rocks are interesting. But bear in mind that the Bonk Rocks are still part of a sequence break right now.
Good point. And that's maybe why Acmlm is going for the Eastern play. He doesn't really have many options right now, except for this and Zora, I believe. While Wulfy is going to take that sequence break, see what it brings him. Now, it'd be amazing if Wulfy like gets the Titan mitts in here or something. Well, I guess the mitts aren't really, doesn't really matter.
Well, it still could be something nice. It all depends on where the flippers ended up being in the logic.
A single arrow for ACM.
Heart container. Not even sanctuary.
Well, that's probably good. Because then it doesn't send him on a wild chase in case it was something else. So like a fetch quest, but...
Right now, these guys only have a few limited options right now. Acmlm is taking care of one of them. The Ice Rod Cave, which is where it looks like Wulfy might be heading to next, is the other possibility. Agina being the last spot that we could actually get to at this point.
So yeah, ACM going with the potentially higher efficient, more efficient check with potentially getting 3 items here, while Wulfy going for the single item check. I wonder if he'll check on Zora as well after this.
Ice Rod Cave.
Blue goo.
In a bottle. ACMLM. I do not know how many items he has pulled out of here yet, but
he has pulled 2.
Nothing really good is interesting.
Nope. Single arrow and a piece of heart. Wulfy, I don't know what that play was. That was interesting.
Yeah, I was curious about the bomb right
Is that
there.
Is that a thing? Oh, well, I mean, I guess you could... Yeah, that's actually... It's kind of like setting up the Houlihan room. The bomb just gets you right on the edge of the... I like that. I'm stealing that.
Yeah, he's setting himself up pretty nicely right there.
Ooh.
And nothing. An Eastern Palace for ACMLM. The gamble takes does not work out. Wulfy's still got to be careful, but he did pick up a heart. Now, don't forget, this is a sequence break from Wulfy at this point. So, Agina has to have something here. Agina has to have something that moves this logic along.
Or pyramid, or it could be on the pyramid, yeah.
Oh, yes, because
running out of options.
Got the butter.
But here's the thing, if Wulfy doesn't go into Eastern, he could potentially be quite in the lead. If this pays off, if he doesn't go to Eastern.
Let's see what Zora has. The flippers from Zora!
Who said vanilla flippers? Ban that person. Clearly a witch. Now, as nice as that is, that doesn't get them anything. Maybe if there had been something useful on the ledge, but...
So, what does Agina have?
Oh no, it looks like Wulfy is going to go to Eastern. He has not checked Sahasrarlo's hut. I don't think so. We'll see what he does afterwards. So, either something on Pyramid is going to get him up to Death Mountain, or Agina is going to have Flute, Glove. We got options, guys. We got a lot of options.
ACMLM now going to make it a trip over to Zora, and he will soon find out. Oh, wait. This is interesting, but it doesn't move my logic.
That was scary.
Yeah,
here we go.
Not going Eastern.
What's he got? What's he thinking?
Wulfy is going to go Acmlm.
This is huge.
Thing is if he goes Acmlm, and there's nothing good on the pyramid, and ACM goes to Agina, and he has something to move this seat along, that is a huge break here for ACMLM. What is ACMLM going to do?
Moment of truth.
Here we go. If he goes up, he's going to Acmlm. If he goes down, he's checking Agina. He's going Acmlm. So, Wulfy now with the lead. So now that we have about 3 minutes to sit here and ponder what is on that ledge, what do you think it's going to be, Willard?
You know, I would love to see Moon Pearl, because that would open up all the Dark World, pretty much. Because with flippers and hookshot, you can get all the way around. You just can't get to, you know... I want these players to go running around wildly looking for a lift upgrade, and I would love for one of them to be in pod. Pendant pod, actually. That'd be perfect. I'm an evil person, you know. What would you like to see?
$20.
$20? You want Agina to have a a lift upgrade or a flute?
Here's what's going through my mind right now. 20 rupees on the pyramid ledge. Book at Agina. And the desert that brings you up to Death Mountain.
But you can't. But they won't be able to finish the desert because they're not going to get a fire source. So I'll have to come back and check it.
Yes, exactly.
I like it.
Backtrack USA.
It's beautiful. Please, I would love for that to happen. Well, we're getting pretty close.
And these guys right now are probably going to be very thankful this is 18 logic instead of 22 logic. And why is that, Willard?
Because in current logic, you would have to have done... Well, it would have changed the entire game, though, but light world cones, except for escape, are non-existent anymore. You don't get that free light cone, so you have to find the lamp if you want to do Aga Tower. Unless you think you're man enough, or womanly enough, to do it in the dark. Which I sure am not womanly enough.
That is not what I was going for, but that is a very good point. I'm talking about the blue balls.
Oh, blue balls. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, there are blue balls in the new one. Alright. Next subject.
We would worry about how much health these guys have, but this is pretty much a scripted fight without worry about blue balls. So Wolfie's gonna get Aghanim knocked down. He's gonna find out what's on the edge of the pyramid here. All right, we got our votes in. Wilder's gonna tell us what the item is.
What's it gonna be? It's the flute. All right.
There's your path up to Death Mountain.
Awesome. Now, here's the thing. Aghanis Cave could still be something. But we're probably not going to see that for a while. But then again, sometimes I like to fly over to Desert Palace and check what's on the desert ledge. Maybe hit up that cave before. In this logic, I probably wouldn't. I would go straight to Death Mountain. But in current logic, I might go over there and check. So.
And will Acmlm give us a map check? We didn't see it on Wolfie's end. And no, he's not. Come on, guys. Give us a little help as commentators. Now time for the Swag Ducks.
Oh, did Acmlm save and quit in the Dark World?
He did.
That's funny. It's not funny. I shouldn't laugh. It's kind of funny. It's so rare we see human-like qualities from Acmlm, so kind of throws you off.
Well, every now and then the robot does turn out a bad response.
Acmlm picking up his heart container from the Bonk Rocks.
I believe Watson had some issues with a few right responses in Jeopardy before.
You know what happens? Happens all the time.
Oh, Acmlm's gonna be disappointed now.
Now I'm curious, how? Of course, this is a time loss.
Titan's Mitt from the old man.
Flute to Titan's Mitts. Now the question is, maybe Power Glove is in Agina's cave. What then? What then, Rick? Doesn't matter, because both players did the same thing, so.
Well, it doesn't matter to us. We can sit here and speculate all we want. These guys, they're not going to listen to us. There's the Power Glove!
Wow.
So you
I stand corrected.
You had to do Aghanim.
Wow. Huh. See, this is why we like progressive gloves. Because these kind of wacky things don't happen.
Aghanim would still be required, even if you didn't have this wackiness.
Well, the logic would be different. Like, it wouldn't be... It'd be a complete... It'd Yeah, you're right.
And now remember, at this point, now the logic is saying, go to Zora, get the flippers, get the boots. It's only at this point in the logic that it's wanting them to do it.
You make a valid point.
East to Death Mountain Height.
Can I get a...
Moon
Never mind.
Pearl!
I was just about to say, can we get a Moon Pearl? Man, I wonder how often Moon Pearl is in here. It seems relatively often. Like 5 out of 7, 9 out of 10. Red
statistics are made
the
up
lantern.
95% of the times.
Okay, so now they don't even need the book. They can get to the they can backdoor that desert palace because they have everything they need to complete it. Also picking up a shovel too.
Yeah, because shovel could yield you something nice. We'll find out what it does later on. It could yield him something crappy. We'll find out in a little while.
All right, hopefully we see a map check from ACM, maybe?
No.
Nah.
Why would he give us a map check now?
I don't know, because this is convenient.
Why would ACMLM give us a map check now? By the way, ACMLM is now on his way to get his first crystal, maybe. Well, yep.
More like a green pendant.
Oh right, yes, this is a pendant dungeon.
Pendant Hera, not one of my favorite places. So, having all this information about what's on East Death Mountain, and we're about to find out what's in Dark World Death Mountain. Man, I don't know. Hera's not looking too good right now, but we're several items away, so can't really make any suggestions or judgments yet.
Right now, there's only just a handful of items that could actually go into ACMLM's favor at this point.
Like a
How about a
mushroom?
fetch quest?
Those are great.
And there's the shield, so both items found. You don't need to go into the basement, so his worry about having a fire source is now exhausted.
That's awesome, because then he wouldn't have to, like, come back.
Wolfie, there we go! Pendant, Turtle Rock Pendant, Thieves Town.
Ooh. Okay, we already have ice rods, so...
Well, of course Turtle Rock's going to be a pendant if you already got Ice Rod.
Exactly.
And there's some blue clothes, the banana hat. And a bunch of other stuff.
So, Death Mountain, pretty good. We got what? Titan mitts. We got a bunch of stuff on the east side. Pretty good.
ACMLM turning in the mushroom.
Let's see if this pays off for him. Oh, and Wolfie will be able to check Ether Tablet while he's over here.
Yes, he will be able to.
Nice routing.
Oh, bombos! We don't know if we need that just yet, but it's nice to have.
Wonder if he'll go check my area. Oh, he doesn't have the Moon Pearl yet, so of course he can't. Well, I mean, he can. And he's going to.
He will.
Alright, cool.
ACMLM's listening to us, and Willard, he's doing exactly what you want him to.
Stop it. He's gonna get his information. He still hasn't checked the map yet, so he doesn't actually know what he needs, or what dungeons he needs to do.
Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. He's gonna try to do Super Bunny.
Yo,
He got Super
try.
Bunny.
That's beautiful.
And a sword that is less than the butter.
Alright, what does Meyer need?
We're not gonna find out.
Come on! You're killing me. Heart piece on the desert ledge.
That feels vanilla.
Now here's the thing, he never got, since he didn't do East Side, he didn't get a fire source, so he will not be able to finish this dungeon. Which is unfortunate.
Wolfie checking out the great treasures of the Tower of Hera. Now here's the thing, we don't know if that bombos is required. We don't know where the fire rod is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Wolfie missing that little bumper skip. It's tricky. I don't even know how wide of a, like, how many pixels of room you have to work with.
I picked it up once.
Did you put it down?
To pick it up again.
Okay. I think it's fair to, it's free to like try it at least once each run, and if you get it, great. If you don't get it, move on. Try something else.
Even with butter, Trolldorm can be a bother to some of our players. Unfortunately for Willard's slide whistle, it will not be used, at least at this part of the seed.
It's never used. Not with that butter sword in play. Oh, Land Mole ahead in the last item, so ACM will not be able to check what the last item is for this dungeon until he gets that fire source. Maybe he'll get lucky and Fire Rod will be in Checkerboard Cave. Who knows?
Wolfie heading on over to the potion shop. We'll find his bombos real soon. ACMLM checking checkerboard, maybe hoping it's not going to be there, but hoping that the Moon Pro will be there.
Just a piece of heart. I wonder if he'll check Agnes Cave as well. Well, looks like it. So we did not get to see a medallion check for Meyer, which we know is the only medallion-required dungeon. So we'll have to wait and see what Wolfie does next.
Wolfie heading... Looks like he's heading to Eastern. Uh-oh.
Nope,
Oh, he said going to Sarsaparilla. And just $20, Agina.
I hope he doesn't go to Eastern. But he's got the whole world to explore. He would never do that. And it's a piece of heart. So, Tower of Hera, if Bombos is not required, was a bust. There's still time.
Yes, there's still hope.
Please let it be a bust. Please let it be a bust.
But the world may never find out. Well, we will find out eventually.
I hope we find out. Otherwise, this is going to be a long race.
It's alright, we had nothing planned.
That's true. Alright, now to explore the world of the Village of the Outcast. The question is, will Wolfie make a play on Thieves Town, despite it being a pendant dungeon? We've seen good stuff in there before. But at this rate, the only items we are missing is the bow, the fire rod, the hammer, the cane, the red one, and whichever medallion is required for Meyer.
ACM cleaning up. Wolfie cleaning up Thieves, the Village of Outcasts. The next question coming up after this is, where will Wolfie go? He's got a lot of options.
Alright, let's go take that frog home. Take him back to his board.
There we go, ACMLM doing a map check.
Real quick one, though.
Well, we already knew the information. He just needs to see which ones are crystals. Alright, 20 rupees. They're manufacturing money today. You better check that money to see if it's got the official seal of approval.
Now, I wonder if ACM is going to make his way back over to check either tablet. It would make sense. I would assume so. But he's probably wondering, like, oh man, why did I do desert first? I could have fire source.
He could have finished that dungeon.
Yeah. Well, Lunchbox having $20.
All right, Wolfie. Can we get a medallion check now?
The truth.
How crazy is it that we're 35 minutes in and now these runners have a crystal?
But they got a pendant. That's something. I'm sure Wolfie will also do. He's gonna do desert right now, actually.
Well, maybe. Yep, he will.
And we'll be able to see what item Landmola is holding. Maybe it be Fire Rod? Maybe it's the hammer? I don't know. We got a lot of... There's still a lot of this game left to see. Okay, so with Tower T-Rock being a pendant kind of takes a lot of options away from the pedestal.
Yep.
Pedestal is pretty much dead. I'd say it's dead at this point. The only thing it could possibly be would be a medallion to get into Mire, but it's very, very unlikely.
Actually, there's one other possibility.
Bow?
The bow.
Yeah, right. Like, that's gonna happen.
Like, that's gonna happen.
I'll eat my shoe if that happens.
You better stream it and put it in IRL if that's going to be the case.
I got these old, like, slippers. They're kind of falling apart, but I'll boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
We're gonna hold you to this.
Okay. You heard it here live. Now, I feel like if I was to stream it, that would be considered self-harm, and they'd probably ban my channel.
We got 1,400 people that are witnesses to this bet of yours.
I have regrets. Regrets.
You're gonna have regrets until we find the bow. And hey,
it is
that
bombos.
mushroom is required.
Oh. Tower Hera looking good all of a sudden. I stand wildly corrected.
All right, ACM, now he gets to check it for us. We just found out this information here, ACMLM. Thank you for doing this. After we already found out.
Despite all that, these players are pretty much neck and neck. Right? Like, yeah.
Road to the Converge, the only difference here right now is ACMLM is actually searched through Eastern.
Just goes to show how quick ACM is. Whew. Yeah, he's gonna be tough to beat.
Can you beat a robot?
I can't even beat a non-robot. So of course not. Unless...
Obviously, ACMLM has yet to check the Village of Outcasts, and that's someplace he's definitely going to check unless he goes on go mode through some miracles.
Oh, that's true. He will have to go check a lot of that stuff, so... I guess I was just kind of basing it off of amount of items they have, which they have the exact same.
Alright, Lambolas, what do you got for us?
We got... an arrow upgrade.
Yay! Arrows!
Yay! It's pretty great. Wasn't there was another race where someone had 70 arrows by the end of it. They had like every single arrow upgrade. We're running out of arrows this time. But hey, more importantly, first crystal sub 40 minutes? That's pretty good. I believe Wolfie might have skipped C-shaped house just because he did the purple chest.
These guys here on a blistering path here. Watch out. And I'm certain there's people here going, what does this mean? It usually takes me 50 minutes to get my first crystal, so that's not anything on a blazing speed.
Just you wait. That's why doing like crystal splits if you're running randomizer is silly. It's like, oh man, I got a PB on my first crystal. It's like, okay. I'm in the green. I'm like, all right. I'm not gonna hate on you guys. You know, if you do that, go for it. Have fun.
I'm in the red here, Willard.
In the red?
Yeah, I'm 20 minutes over my first split.
It's pretty bad. Should probably work on that. Guys, I would never hate. I don't have the capacity to hate. I'm too busy drinking coffee. There's no time. There's just no time.
Best part of waking up.
Ew, Folgers? Okay, I have room to hate on Folgers. How's that?
Thank you for proving me wrong. Or proving yourself wrong there, Lord. $20 up there at the Bumper Cave. See how's coming up for Wolfie, and that has a piece of heart.
Alright. North of Graveyard, King's Tomb. Will we see a trip to Catfish?
That's the route that Acmlm is taking.
And then we might even see... Well, no, they've already been to the Pyramid. That's where they got the flute! So then what is next? What options do we have right now? Which dungeons can we do? We gotta find that hammer. Maybe a trip into Thieves Town would be a good idea. Oh, we haven't even seen Hype Cave yet. What am I talking about?
We're gonna see what's in the digging game. It's a heart container. And let's see what's inside King's Tomb today.
We've got a blue ruby. Wah wah.
How is that a blue rupee?
Bugnet. How is that a blue rupee?
Yes, how's that a blue rupee?
What do you mean, Rick? Are you colorblind?
Are we sure it's a blue rupee? Are we sure it's not a red rupee painted blue?
Oh, yeah, I mean... But who would be up to that kind of mischief? Kiki? You trying to trick you into giving him more money?
That's what Kiki does best.
Maybe it's that bottle vendor. You go in and you trade in a beef for it. He's like, yeah, here's $20. Woo!
Catfish!
Lots of options. Yeah, at this rate, it's just which gamble's gonna pay off. We got some red mail.
That is some soggy tunic right there.
Yeah, I'd dry that off a little bit first. Too bad we don't have like a molten core, like a real death mountain with like... Well, I guess T-Rock would be that portion of it. I guess it could be like in Parallel Worlds where like... Isn't there like falling lava or so? I don't know. There's like lava on the ground that you can step on and take damage from. Alright, we're gonna see a play on Thieves Town, maybe from ACM? So far, well, we still got Hype Cave, guys. Guys, let's get hyped for some Hype Cave. It's about time.
Now, didn't we do commentary on a race once before where the hammer turned out to be in Swamp Palace?
First chest? Well, first item chest?
It's still a possibility.
It's a rare occurrence. I'd see it in Hype Cave before I'd see it there.
Riot Shield?
A Riot Shield, 10 arrows, the Ether Medallion, the red...
There's the cane, and there's the
bow! Guys, was that hype or what? It was pretty hype. Rick, was that pretty hype?
I don't know. I think we have to figure out where on the scale this hype was.
Well, man, that just opened up what? Now they could do Mire. Now they can finish Eastern, and I think Armos has the last item. They could check on most of Pod, they just can't finish it, so options have become available? Or did someone... People are yelling, was there a hammer in Thieves Town? Are you kidding me?
Wow. Yes, that is a hammer in Thieves Town, so Wolfie's heading down a path he can't beat.
Oh, that is no bueno. Wolfie, no! Listen to my voice. I'm speaking to you through photosynthesis.
Runners don't listen to commentators. We've learned that lesson through various tournaments.
What if I'm actually his mother? Will he listen to me then?
No, he's the Defiant Kid.
Come on.
But you know what that means, Willard?
What? What does that mean?
You don't have to eat your shoe now.
I like that. All right, I'm bored. I'm on board now.
By the way,
yeah,
I want to point out this.
Okay.
Once ACMLM visits the Dark World Hype Cave, he'll be one item away from Go Mode.
The Fire Rod.
To what we know, cannot be in the pedestal.
Nope. It could be at Fat Fairy, though. Think about it. Just have to do a Mire Clear in Eastern Palace.
You're correct. That is a possibility. I like the way you think.
Man, Hammer and Thieves. I've been seeing that a lot in both this logic and new logic. What is up with that? He's not picking up Ether. He doesn't need it, so he don't want it.
That was Quake.
Oh, was it Quake? Oh, right. Ether is in... Oh, we haven't been there yet. Well, the thing that I just said, just pretend I said Quake, and it still applies.
Insert the word Quake into Willard J. Bradley's mouth. There you go.
Yeah, when you guys upload this to YouTube, just edit that part out. Just swap it. It'll be fine. Feasel, Mythical, whatever you guys do. The photosynthesis medallion.
All of a sudden, you will have about a 30-second removal from this video where words were once about Willard's miscue.
Yeah. You know, just cut out like a whole minute or something. Alright, so we know, I feel like, yeah, we know that Armos has an item. Imagine seeing Fire Rod from Armos or something like that. It'd be pretty much over for Wolfie. So let's hope we don't see that. We want Fire Rod to be in another crazy pendant dungeon. Though, what are our options? Oh, T-Rock or Thieves Town. Never mind. Now imagine, I'm throwing all these ideas at. Imagine if Fire Rod was at Blind. Ooh.
Imagine if Fire Rod was in Turtle Rock.
Ooh. It's possible. We've seen it.
It is very well possible. It could be as deep as
the Vanilla Big Chest or Vanilla Big Key.
Chest.
But for that to happen, it's insane. The chances of that are pretty good.
It's a non-zero chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a chance, Willard.
I like it. I'm in. Alright, AC, I'm gonna be heading to the hypest of hype caves. And we'll probably see him...
Fire Rod at the Armos Night!
Oh, wow. Well, that's it. If Wolfie steps into pod, it's over. Called it?
You did.
It's only because it happened to me in one of my races with DT. We're almost at it.
Willard looking, rather Wolfie looking through his map.
Oh no, I'm not racing
He's
again.
going into pod.
Don't make me race again. I can't stand losing anymore.
And this will extinguish wulfy83 any advance notice he had of this seed, because ACMLM is going to be able to do this on Go Mode. And you've got to think he's probably going to do Eastern first before he goes into pod.
And because he has the bow, he's going to be able to do everything except kill Helmasaur. So, of course, when he... Well, it depends, because you have so many other crystal dungeons you can do right now, because Fire Rod also opened up Skull Woods. And yeah.
And here comes ACMLM.
Dun, 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 dun. So he'll probably do Skull Woods before going into Pendant Thieves Town.
I was hoping, because of the Fire Rod, I was hoping that would lead Wolfie over towards Skull Woods, so therefore he could at least take the first 4 chests in Thieves Town. And you can't fault what Wolfie is doing here.
Nope.
It's just, this is an unlucky decision.
It's just how it goes.
It's the nature of Randomizer.
This is still going to slow him down a lot, but at the same time, he's still... Well, I mean, he'll have everything he needs when he eventually comes back here, but yeah, once you're in go mode, it's kind of ripperino. But ACM is not doing Eastern first, so he'll probably still do 100% clear of this.
Which, yes, it is going to be taking a look at a few extra chests, but there's a big difference between just grabbing that big key, make sure you have a small key in your arsenal, than to be checking every single chest. Because you can guarantee ACMLM, once he's done with this, he's going into Eastern, he's finishing that up.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll have... Oh, man. Go Mode Ice Palace, Go Mode Swamp Palace, which are like the 2 best dungeons to Go Mode. Go Mode Skull Woods, which is also really nice, because you can skip everything and just go straight to Mothula as long as you pick up a small key. So... The only other long dungeon he really has is Mire.
Which is annoying no matter who you are.
Exactly. Maybe, more than likely, it's going to end up being like the freest of Mires, where the big key's like on the bridge or in the spike room.
Yeah, Wolfie needs this in order to tie this series, force to game 3. ACMLM wins this, he's on to the final 4.
Where he'll play Christos?
I believe that sounds about right.
Oh man, this tournament's winding down.
Yeah, I know. There's only so a few opportunities to hear angelic voices.
I know. It's kind of sad. I wonder who they're going to pick for the finals matches, though. Don't pick me. I'm not hyping it.
You gotta remember also the finals are a best of 5.
Oh my god, it's so many games. So we still have potentially 2 more games with Evil Ash and Pika Pals, and then potentially 6 more games for top 4, and then potentially 5 games. So that's potentially like 100 more games.
Sure, if that works for you.
Math wasn't my best subject. I'm still trying. I'm still learning.
Wolfie now heading. This would have to be the play to go to Skull Woods now.
All right, moment of truth. He's definitely gonna go to Skull Woods.
It's what he does after Skull Woods is the more important part.
I mean, I guess we're also still kind of looking for silver arrows anyway. So who knows? Maybe getting a few more chests, by not being in go mode, will get him. Well, actually, that only really plays if you're like, if both players only have Master Sword at this point, and you get to go mode before getting a better sword. But then again, the difference between between silvered and silverless is pretty astounding, even with Butter Sword.
And Wolfie better hope that silver arrows are coming up real soon. ACMLM making its way through pod. You're going to be waiting to see what the Helmistar has in store for us. Will he have an item?
No, it appears he will have the compass. After seeing ACM pause the screen real quick.
Yes, he will, yep.
There's, I think, item number 1 in Skull Woods. Still looking for that big key. I also haven't been counting how many small keys he's found. I guess 2 total now? So there's still, well, oh no, that would be all 3 then. Now, I don't think at this point that he would, no, because hammer is not, can't be in the pedestal, so no, you never check that. Sorry guys, no pedestal check. We'll have to wait until the credits.
It's probably just a couch cash move along.
Except you always love it when it's like, and here lies the silver arrows, and you're like, oh, come on. That's not even fair. But, Temper Sword at least is silverless tempered. That's all you really need. Butter is just a little sugar on top. Alright, so both players at boss fights right now. Who's got the faster one? And...
Easy.
Butter Mothula. Super broken, super free.
And there's the big key.
Alright, ACMLM picking up his second crystal. Well, Wolfie's picking up his third. Oh, right, wait. Oh, yeah, because he hasn't done, he's going to do Eastern right now, so he'll pick up his third as well.
It is a lead in theory here for Wolfie, but...
The shortest of leads.
It's not really considered a lead, considering the difference between both of these runners at this point. Right, ACMLM is going to be on go mode in about 2 minutes from now. And there's the second item of Skull Woods.
Okay, that's good though, because that means he doesn't have to check. The question is he going to fly? He'll probably fly out, but where is he going to go? This is the moment of truth. Tournament life on the line, Wolfie lands on this one decision you're just about to make.
He has to go to Thieves' Town.
Oh, he
doesn't.
Oh, here we go.
If he doesn't go to Thieves' Town, that is going to be game, set, and match here.
This is good. This is good.
Now, if he checks Thieves' Town and not just goes to the north end of town,
come on, dude.
We have a chance. We may have a race. But he's going to check the north end of Hyrule.
What a tease.
He is going the wrong way.
So the only things he has to check are north of Graveyard, King's Tomb. Has he been to He hasn't been to Catfish. That's where Red Mill is. So he'll probably go all the way over to Catfish.
Yep, and that'll take him right off the scent.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, but that's how it goes.
And again, these are not bad plays here by Wolfie. It's just we know they are the wrong plays. And the clock is ticking. 6 Ceremonious Nights away from go mode is ACMLM.
Oh, is he gonna get? He's gonna get that sub 1 hour goal mode right now.
There's the fire rod, ladies and gentlemen. ACMLM is in
go mode.
The
answer was go mode. Right around the 59:30 mark. That's really good. That's so we're gonna see nothing but pure execution from ACMLM for the rest of this run. He is more than likely not going to be checking any unnecessary chests. Going to Swamp Palace first.
He's going to check all of 1 chest in this next dungeon. And while he does that, I'm going to go grab myself a drink. It's all yours, Willard.
Is he finally gone? Alright. Alright, Chad, just me and you. What do you guys want to talk about? Want to talk about something funny? Guys, give me something to talk about. Say something funny, and I'll read it out loud. Talk about our feelings? Ugh. I don't know about that. Talk about memes? What's the hit? Nah, I don't want to talk about memes. Talk about girls. Ew. Talk about my last run? Ugh. Nah, just go watch it. It was more fun to watch than it would be to talk about. Okay. Some weird things that people are saying in chat. Definitely not going to read that out loud. Key locations in Ganon Tower. You know, I'd love to see a stupid route for once. Since this has been a pretty free seed, we need another tile room. That'd be perfect. Oh, it looks like Wulfy is making a play on Meyer. Well, we will get to see what Meyer looks like, but still not the right. Talk about Squarespace. Why would I talk about that? Instant coffee is disgusting. Also, I'm not a big fan of K-Cups or Keurigs, so don't even bring that up. I will shut that down right quick.
So we're not a fan of Folgers, we're not a fan of K-Cups either.
Nah, I order my coffee from Wisconsin. There's a particular brand that's out there that's really good.
Alright, sorry Fiesel, we're going to have to find some other way to get your sponsors tied into the stream.
And then I just see Fiesel ripping up a contract like, well, here goes our Folgers Folgers sponsorship.
He's gonna have to find some way to make up that 10%.
That 10%. So yeah, you see Wulfy did go to Catfish, and he's gambling on Meyer. Now, what happens if Meyer is super free? Do you think he'll go ahead and check all of it?
For Wulfy's sake, this big key better not be in an easy chest. And what are we talking about with Wisconsin coffee? I thought Wisconsin was known for their cheese.
I mean, yeah. I never said Wisconsin was known for their coffee. I just so happened to get coffee from Wisconsin. It's not a crazy thing.
And Argus coming up here for ACMLM. We're not going to see any sick menu strats from ACMLM this time around because he's got the Butter Sword.
We're also not going to see the quick kill on ACMLM that some of our other players like to do. But who needs it when you got butter? 2 spins. Spin to win. Let's see. The only item we're going to find from this
Half
dungeon is
magic.
Oh my gosh. Can it get any better? Come on. Now we just need a boss to have, like a required boss to have the silvers, and then this would be...
Watch Vitreous
nice.
come up with these silvers.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Alright, ACMLM, where are you off to next?
Let's see. Looks like he's gonna go Meyer.
Hello, Misery Meyer.
And we have a vanilla big key in Misery Meyer. That is
actually good news for Wulfy.
That is true. Though it depends on. I doubt ACMLM is going to go check the bridge before he checks that spot, but we'll see.
Right, Wulfy's going to check some extra places here, but at least it's not like that second chest you open up.
Oh, and there's the first item.
First item by my count. Like, Wulfy's going to at least have himself in a position once he's done with this bridge not to be too far away, but he's got to get to Thieves Town, and he's got to get to Thieves Town ASAP. Otherwise, ACMLM is off to the final 4.
I don't know, man. It's looking
red
pretty rough.
rupees. Those are your 2 items.
No silvers.
Misery Meyer.
A place of misery. Its name is justified. But yeah, I mean, if Wulfy was playing anyone else, maybe he'd still have a shot. But this is This is looking bad, because now ACM is 2 crystals ahead of him. Or no, he's only 1 crystal ahead, because he still has to do skulls. But... well, the problem is, when you get Go mode this early, there's like... nothing to commentate about. Right. Other than just constantly saying, oh man, I hope he goes to this location.
Right. Well, I think chat wants me to declare this as over and it's ACMLM going on to the final 4. Which, you know, under most circumstances, that's going to end up happening.
Well, chat, usually if I say he has to do Skull Woods, I usually am implying that he has to beat the boss. Come on. You know what I'm saying. Rick, chat is making me mad. What should I do? Should I yell at them some more? Do they like that? I don't... I'm still learning.
It's only going to egg them on. It's kind of like the Dairy Queen stuff.
What's that?
You know the Dairy Queen stuff.
What are you talking about?
Some certain thing that people like to do about an hour 30 in.
What do you mean?
I'm not discussing it.
What are you going on about?
Wolfie downing a red goo so he can stay alive against Vitreous.
Chat is funny.
Vitreous is down. Wolfie grabs Crystal. And where is he going to next?
And technically, Wolfie is now tied. Tied with ACMLM with 4 crystals each. There's a chance. There's still. Yeah, let's see what he does next.
If he goes to ice, good night, everyone. But he's not going to go to ice because he doesn't have the hammer.
Right.
He thought about it.
Looks like
he's thinking about it. He can't go to swamp. He flutes away.
He could technically check Fat Fairy.
He is thinking about his options. Probably wondering, where is he sitting in this race? Might think he's in a good position.
But yeah, that's the one thing that's... when you're an hour and 8 minutes into a race and you still don't have the hammer, which is like one of the most important items in the game, you gotta be feeling like you're behind.
And the thing is, hammer is one of those items that you need every single time.
It has far more uses than, like, the bow. Which, the bow is another one of those items that you always need.
And there's the hammer. Wolfie's on go mode.
Oh, in the second chest, too. That's brutal.
That's kind of taunting him at this point. And now Wolfie is down as ACM knocks down Vitreous. So Wolfie's going to be able to do Swamp Palace on go mode, Ice Palace on go mode, then he's going to go sweep up Pod once again. Whereas ACMLM, where is he going to next?
What would you do? Would you do Ice Palace or Skullwoods first? Based on preference alone, regardless of the race, what would you rather do right now? Which dungeon do you like more, or hate less?
Skull.
Yeah. Especially with Buttersword. And you just have to fight the boss. Nobody likes Ice Palace.
What's the hatred towards Ice Palace? Is it because it's big, long, or annoying?
Yes. I don't. It's one of. I think it's fine if you're doing just go mode. If you don't have to full clear it, it's not that big of a deal. But it's also, I don't know. It takes a while before you even get to check that first chest, and then that first chest kind of dictates how the rest of your routing throughout that dungeon's gonna go. Unless you're in go mode, of course. But honestly, I like Ice Palace more than Swamp Palace at this point, because Swamp Palace just keeps Keeps doing me dirty. Every time. Every time.
And that's the reason why these guys are continuously putting in 90-minute seeds versus me, who does 2-hour seeds.
Rick, well, it just sounds like you need to get better.
You mean get good?
Nah. I mean, yeah. Whatever you want. How many SRL races have you done?
Not a lot.
Do you know the number? I'm actually simply curious. Because it took me at least 10 or 12 before I started getting sub 2. It's hard. I remember my first randomizer took me 4 hours. And of course, this was back in version 6 when it was easier, because swords were guaranteed at all the sword locations, and pendants were in the light world and crystals were in the dark world. And silvers were always at Fat Fairy. It was amazing. It was so easy.
Crystal pickup here for Acmlm. He's up to Ice Palace. Wulfy draining. Kind of like his tournament time at this point.
He doesn't have much left.
And he does check the map. Or gets the map. Now he knows the path to get to Argus.
There you go. I think it's up here. And then down up these stairs. And then through this door. I think. Don't quote me on it. I guess he just wanted... It was on the way, might as well. Maybe it has silvers. Not a bad play.
Wouldn't that have been something if that did have silvers?
That would be amazing. Because we still have a G tower to find a big key.
Oh, let's just go ahead and throw away all drama right now. We'll find silvers on the path to the big key.
Mm-hmm. Same room, just right next to it. I'm curious at this point how far behind Wulfy's gonna end up being. Once he does this, he still has to do Ice Palace and clear Helmisar.
Yeah, they have pickup here for wulfy83. 5 crystals. His next path after this, probably to Ice Palace. And that's exactly where it looks like Wulfy is heading to.
I mean, that's nice. Having half magic doesn't even matter when you have the butter sword. It's what, 3 slashes if you manage to get him in the corner? Well, the spin and then like 2 or 3 slashes, then he's out.
Cold Stare is such a good fight when you have the arsenal to do it fast. Look at Acmlm just bowling his way through that trap.
Did he just walk up slowly and damage boost? Is that what it was? Because I always try and use like a hook shot. I like reverse hook shot so that it hits me backwards past him. But that never works. I don't know how do they make it so easy?
These guys have tricks up their sleeve that I've yet to figure out. And Cold Stare is not going to be much of a fight here for Acmlm. He knows how to take care of this. Into the corner.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's only a spin and 2 slashes, pretty much.
And he gets the compass for his efforts.
Man, where are those silvers? I wonder where they could be. Not that they need them. It's just, it would be interesting. All right.
Wulfy trying to line up the bomb jump. And finally gets it, but failed at once.
Interesting. Was he not? He doesn't use the dash buffering, does he? Look like it? I couldn't tell. Looked like he was just taking little bitty steps. Just a little tap.
Just tap it in. Just give it a little tap. Meanwhile, Acmlm is off to Ganon's tower. We know what goes on now. There's a bunch of numbers flowing through chat at this point. We're 200 plus matches into this tournament. You guys know what to do at this point. Willard, I'm going to pick number 16.
That's just a random number. Why don't you pick an actual, like, location? Because numbers could change.
So you want me to say where I think it actually is going to be?
Yes. That way you have less chances of being correct.
Well, you want me to be proven wrong?
No, I want you to be super right. That's why I want it to be on the right side.
In which room?
In the tile room. No. I don't want that. I kind of do. No, no. No, because neither player's going to check that first. I want to see a stupid route, so...
I'm going to say it is in... behind the Armos Knights left side.
Ooh. Normally, I think there's like 10 arrows there. I like it. Let's see if we get that. I still like right side. And I don't think... I don't know if ACM is the type to do the right side. If they get a small key, then they clear right side, then go left, or... I mean, that's usually the safe route. It's the normal route, so... But yeah, 117. Wulfy still has to kill Helmassar, so that's just kind of an idea how far behind he is at this point.
And this is annoying because he's got to go through the maze, get on over there, and then go through other various stuff. Add a heart container and a small key. Those are the first 2 chests.
Okay, he did find a small key on the right side, but decided to do left side anyway. Let's see how... No, it's not that chest.
Single rupee. Bob lives. And now over towards the Staffos Child room. This annoying room with the map, the piece of heart, a small key, and another piece of heart.
Okay. There's still a chance of it being on the right side. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm hoping for.
You want to make this an entertaining race?
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Perhaps.
Is that such a bad... Is that such a bad thing?
No, it's not such a bad thing.
Okay, good. Good. Oh, nice. Using that red boomerang. That's a little bit harder to get than the blue boomerang strat. And then electing just... Yeah, using the red cane there. The funny thing is when you shoot your boomerang in that room, for some reason, sometimes it'll just go out of bounds completely. It'll just go through the wall.
It's never wrong to cheer for another game. I like that thought. Chest number 9. Oh.
Alright, let's see if it's in the rando room.
Alright, randomizer room. 4 possibilities. No. No. No! Yes!
Oh, okay. Rando room. Game is set. GG's.
Bottom, right? In the final chest in the rando room.
GG's.
If you're picking by number, it's number 13. If you're picking Acmlm in the prediction pool to move on in this tournament, you win.
Oh man, Christos versus ACM is gonna be insane. That feels like a grand finals. Can we just get game 5? Can we get a best of 5 for both top 4 matches as well? And then grand finals can be a best of...
All of these matches here in the final 4 have the potential to be championship material.
I don't know. There was one matchup that I don't think so.
Well, you don't think Evil Ash and Ben, if that turns out to be?
Oh,
Could be
top
that
4.
way.
Sorry, I was thinking. Never mind. Top image.
We're not talking Elite 8 there, Willard.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I just want to get that self-deprecating humor in real quick while we continue. I wasn't talking about Evil Ash or Ben. I was talking about myself. Which I shouldn't do.
Wolfie heading over to Ganon's Tower, which wouldn't be a bad time, but we already know where Acmlm is right now, just finishing off the gauntlet.
Or Pika Palace, don't forget him. He took the first game against Evil Ash anyway.
Pika Palace is a very good contender. I would love to see Ben go up against either one of them.
Nice Land Mola 2.
How insane has this tournament been?
It has been literally the most insane tournament I've ever watched, besides March Madness, every year. It's up there, though, which is saying something.
Well, you compare this to March Madness?
Yeah. Yes. For now. Depends. If my team's in, like, the Final Four, then that's pretty hype. We'll go with that. Alright, ACM clearing the first torch room, heading upstairs, and Wolfie just about to head in, roughly around 5 minutes behind ACM when he entered G Tower, which I think was at the 117 mark.
Yep, so about a 5-minute difference at this point.
ACM checking a few more chests, hoping to find those silvers just to make this final even quicker.
Wouldn't that be something if silvers turned out to be in the final chest of the game?
We've seen it there. It's happened. It would be pretty awesome. Oh, Wolfie also going for the left side instead.
Which is a good thing because the silvers would, or rather the big key would be in the final chest. 300 rupees! Link is rich.
Wow. I guess it's better than getting the single green. I guess it doesn't really matter at that point.
Well, what do you mean? ACMLM's not going to go off and buy some potions before taking on Ganon?
I mean, it's always better to be safe, right? Maybe. Who knows? Well, maybe Link can go like buy stuff after he beats Ganon, you know? Post-credit scene, he's at the bar getting a drink of milk.
At the tavern?
Hey,
2-3. That's a triple.
There we go.
And 1, 2-3-1.
Quick Agatu fight. Followed by a silverless Butter Sword Ganon. I wonder how much time that would normally take. Even for a robot.
For a robot?
Yeah.
For a robot.
So people were saying maybe, if ACM ends up taking the whole tournament, we'll finally get an interview from him. You think he'll follow through? What do you think?
He better. We have it on tape.
Okay. Well, in that case...
We want to know what goes through the mind of a robot so we can get better ourselves. Randomizer room here for Wolfie. He'll find the big key before ACMLM.done. I haven't seen your opponent done yet. What do you think is going through Wolfie's mind at this point?
I mean, he has to know he's behind.
More of a
camera location. So
more of a where is my opponent?
And especially with the big key being in such an easy location in this dungeon. Alright, that's two hits.
Did you find the silver arrows in the Dark World?
Hmm.
We didn't see we saw most of the Dark World, so I'm wondering if that meant the Mimics had him. Oh no, Mimics would be Light World.
Yeah.
Spike Cave. We didn't see Spike Cave.
There you go. Man, these Silverless strats looking so good.
Oh, Fat Fairy could have had him too. And that doesn't really matter right now. Acmlm has finished off Ganon pretty easily. And he will be going on to the Final Four to face off against Christos Owen.
Which is going to be a legendary matchup.
And with that done, 1:26:09.
Incredible. What a textbook run from him. Especially like 126 is real good. The thing is, like, this seed was pretty straightforward. I mean, the trolliest thing was Hammer in the second chest and Pendant Thieves, but to be honest, that's not really that trolly of a location.
Well, that and also Bombos, which you needed the mushroom to get out of Pendant Tower of Hera.
Right.
Those really were the only trolls of this seed.
Mm-hmm. And very minimal trolls at that. So, yeah. Good run, good race.
It really just came down to one big thing here for the ACMLM. He went to Thieves Town a lot sooner.
He got to go mode for like, what, 5 dungeons? Maybe 4?
Pretty much. And he didn't have to double Palace of Darkness. He could just go there the first time and finish it off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that made a huge difference as well. But that's just kind of how Randomizer works, because, like, had Wolfie not gotten the Fire Rod from Eastern, he probably wouldn't have gone to Skullwoods first. But then again, who knows where he would have gone. But that's just one of those things where, depending on what items you get, will send you in completely different routes. So that's why routing is so entertaining and fun to watch and organic and fun to figure out when you're in the middle of it. Until you miss something obvious and then like 20 people beat you in the weekly. Then you're like, oh, this game stinks. I'll see you next week.
And the weekly this week had over 100 racers. How about that?
Totaling 115. And it had some trolly stuff. Get this. Bo behind Pendant Mocula, who dropped the big key.
Wait a second.
It was in the big key chest.
Bo behind what?
You had to beat Pendant Mocula to get the big key to check the big chest in Skull Woods to get the bow. Ridiculous.
Let's give it up to all of our finishers of that race. So 106 people.
Seriously.
106 people finished that race.
And I think the coolest thing about it, which says a lot about this community, how good they're getting, of that 115 people, 73 of them were sub 2 hours. That's insane. That says a lot. That's something to get excited about. Especially gets me excited for the next randomizer tourney, whenever that's going to happen. You know there's going to be some heavy hitters then.
Oh, there are going to be a lot of people practicing off. This could be probably one of the biggest tournaments we're going to see. Period.
I know I'm not getting out.
Too.
I know I'm not getting out of pools. Oh, it's going to be rough. But anyway, Wolfie finishing off Agatsu, heading down to Ganon. Let's see if Wolfie has as clean of a fight. Silverless Ganon. Now, I was talking. Did Wolfie check any chests on his way up?
I really wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I don't think he did. Didn't look like it. He might have, though.
I mean, we were talking about the... Oh, pocket change was in the pedestal.
Ah, okay.
El Magus ended up winning the weekly.
Now, he is an upcoming heavy hitter. He's been doing really well lately. I need to go watch his streams.
Yeah. ACMLM ended up finishing second, and I Spoke Meth Daily was third. That tells you the talent pool we have. And Wolfie now going up against Ganon gets the hint about the Dark World silver arrows. We're not going to see him go get them.
Successful torch glitch. Hit number 1. And with half magic, you can just fire rod the entire rest of the way there. For the rest of the fight, which is nice.
Yeah, that's where this half magic comes into play, so it was very good that Argus dropped it.
What a nice guy. With my final breath, I curse Zoidberg. And gave you this half magic. Alright, I think we're about halfway done with this fight.
Wolfie's doing a pretty good job against Ganon right here. It's all about rhythm at this point.
Mm-hmm. And depending on where he spawns, you could even... It's possible to get triples per cycle, per light cycle.
And Wolfie's done.
And he's gonna get just barely around 132. It's gonna be close. Is he gonna get it? No, just barely.
132.04 is wulfy83's final time.
About a 6-minute difference.
Will be moving on in the tournament.
GG's to both of these amazing runners. You guys got to give credit to them for putting on one heck of a show. Make sure to follow these guys. They're pretty good at this game. And 6 minutes from one choice. One choice of not going into Thieves early. And it still kept it 6 minutes. That's pretty good. And I'm not in the IRC. I don't know if Wolfie wanted to pop in and say hi or anything. Rick, are you in the IRC or not?
Well, we're going to see if Wolfie wants to join us for a post-race interview, and while we wait for him to pop in, if he does want to, you want to talk about the upcoming schedule for upcoming races here on Speed Gaming?
So what we got coming up next. Sunday. Evil Ash versus Pika-Pals. Game 2 here on Speed Gaming. Noon Eastern.
And we welcome Wolfie to the conversation. GG.
GG.
Thank you.
How you feeling overall? Trolled?
I'm glad it was so close.
Yeah.
So, when I first went near Thieves Town, I was thinking of just going in and peeking at the first 4 chests. If I just followed my gut and done that, I might have had it.
Yeah, you guys were neck and neck. Like, it was the difference of checking a couple over, like, ACM did check Eastern at the beginning, so that kind of cost him a little bit of time, but it was really hard to tell who was in the lead until we saw that hammer.
Yeah, because I thought going into Hera and finding that mushroom was going to give me an edge early.
Mm-hmm. And it was also interesting because you did East Death Mountain before touching Hera. And because you guys got Mir early, right? You could have gone straight to Hera,
yeah,
instead of doing East Side. Which is ACM did Hera and then left to turn the mushroom. So you had a lot more stuff from doing East Death Mountain earlier. So it was looking really good. But yeah, really close race. Just came down to one choice, and 6 minute difference is still really good. Really, really good, especially in top 8. So.
It was a very interesting seed here. You could tell that you were hoping that your gamble was going to pay off when you went into the Eastern Palace of Darkness combo, looking for the hammer there.
Yeah, that was a letdown.
What went through your mind when you found the fire rod when the Armless Knights dropped it?
Nothing really. It was an important item, but not really the one I was wanting to see right at that moment. I was really hoping for hammer in there or in pod.
And that way you'd be able to turn both of those things out pretty easily. Solid effort. Gave us a couple of good races against Acmlm. Your thoughts as you drop out of the tournament here?
So going into this tournament, my hope was to at least make top 8, and I made top 8, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. You did what you set out to do. Any thoughts on the next potential tournament? Any goals for that one as well? Top eight again?
Hopefully, yeah, or better.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. Yeah, heck of a couple of races from both you guys. A lot of fun to watch. Oh, ACM finding the silvers in the Fat Fairy chest. There they were.
Yeah, I was thinking about going there, but I was like, the odds of the hammer being there are so low, it's probably just in Thieves Down.
Yeah, I remember there was a moment you were sitting there kind of contemplating on what to do next. And yeah, the thing is, I was talking about it, the Fire Rod Thumb Armos kind of sent you... I mean, it sent you to Skull Woods. I'm sure once you got Fire Rod, you weren't even really thinking about Thieves at that time, right?
No.
Maybe? Yeah. But yeah, well, there you have it, guys. Heck of a race from both these guys. Thank you so much for letting myself and Rick commentate for you guys. We had just as much fun watching as I hope you had fun racing. And shout outs to our tracker as well. Shout outs to everyone watching. Thank you guys so much. This wouldn't be as hype of a tournament, and we didn't have as many people watching. So, I mean, it'd still be pretty hype, but you guys also kind of add to that hype, and we have something to play off of. So, thank you to everyone, the restreamers, tournament organizers, Rick, always a blast.
Indeed. Thank you very much for joining me, Willard. And once again, give a GG for both of our runners, and be sure to follow both of them, because I'm sure they're still going to be playing some more randomizers as we go on throughout our I don't know how I want to finish that sentence. You know, sentences are hard.
They are. So let's leave them unfinished.
We'll leave that sentence unfinished.
Let's get hyped for the next race, which, as I was saying, is scheduled for tomorrow, Sunday, at noon Eastern. Game 2 of Evil Ash versus Pika Pals. And if and/or when a Game 3 match is forced, that will be scheduled for later that day. So, and that will finish out top 8. We don't have top 4 scheduled yet, so we'll keep you guys posted. Make sure to check out the schedule page as well as all that jazz. Make sure to follow Speed Gaming as well as Speed Gaming 2. Though I'm sure the rest of these races are going to be on the main channel. And do we have anything else going on this channel after this? Anybody know? Let me check. Speed.
Well, I'd like to let you know that at this point in time, we do have a Pokemon Red race that is going on as we speak over on Speed Gaming 2. Coming up at 9:30 here on this channel, we have Banjo-Kazooie.
All right. Oh yeah, that's getting kind of close to the end of the Banjo-Kazooie tournament, 100% tournament. I think they're at like top 8 or top 4 or something like that.
And then if you're in the mood for races, wake up early tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern. That's right, 6 a.m. Eastern, another Pokemon Red race, and then again at 9:30 a.m. as well.
Alrighty. Shall you go ahead and sign us off, Rick?
All All right, for Feasel for the two runners, wulfy83, as well as Acmlm for Willard J. Bradley and our tracker as well, Mikan. I'm Adirondack Rick. Thank you for joining us for this edition of the Link to the Past Randomizer tournament. We are now 3/4 of the way to determining who is in the Final Four. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you next time.
See you guys later.